Hello, everybody. Welcome to the All-Purpose Gymnasium here at Laramie County Community College as we get set up for the Golden Eagles for their first home opener matchup of the year. I'm Mitchell Bean, joined by Josh Lucero covering today's broadcast. We were about 13 minutes away from the start of the match. Josh, so what do you think? Just kind of being around, how do you think everything's looking so far?
Everything's looking really well, Mitch. I think that our team, the Lady Eagles, is shaping up to have a really great season. We have a lot of talent on the team this year, a lot of returners from last year as well. So nothing but high hopes for the team this year as they look to win today against Trinidad.
Yeah, they coming up early, already starting the season off early with a 7-3 record, having a lot of success going to two tournaments, one in Las Vegas to kick off the season, where they went 3-1, losing their lone matchup to Arizona Western, who, from speaking with the coach earlier, said had a lot of good-looking athletes. So other than that, they've had a really good start. Then, coming back this last weekend and going to the Temple College tournament down in Texas. They kind of got off to a rough start, losing their first one, playing an 8 o'clock game Central Time. So, here with the Mountain Time, you kind of see Mountain Time changes. That's 7 o'clock, kind of a rough start. But I guess, they were able to turn it around and win 3 straight matchups, putting them, like I said, at a 7-3 record as we start here coming into this home opener against Trinidad Community College.
Yeah, that's right, Mitch. And they couldn't be in better standing as they're at home today. 3 wins gives you a lot of confidence and definitely gives you a lot of hope as they play Trinidad, who is in their conference but is in the South Division. And right now, LCCC is 4th in Division I North in Region 9, and they look to be the top team this year.
Yes. I was speaking with Coach Albers earlier, and he said, there's a lot of high points this year. They did lose a number of ladies last year, but they returned with a strong group of freshmen. And specifically getting one lady over the pond, Kira Brandt, a setter from Amsterdam, Netherlands. She was a highly touted setter overseas, and they're really expecting a lot of good things from here going forward in this freshman season. Also, we have a couple sophomores returning from last year with very strong seasons. Tori Pasquarelli, the libero, she was one. She also got some of the all-time digs last year. She led the Golden Eagles in ace serves with 37 last season, putting that as 4th in Golden Eagle history, and also getting 455 digs. So this girl, the ball gets around her direction, she's going to be able to keep it off the floor and put it back into play. So
yeah, that's right, Mitch. And already, just in their 10 matches, she has 151 digs, and she's averaging 4.44 digs per set. So she's looking to be a very strong setter this year, libero. And she's one of the top in the nation right now. So have nothing but high hopes for her as she looks to exceed what she did last season.
Yeah, no, I know, and she was very solid, kind of like an umbrella out there on the floor. She's not going to let a raindrop touch the ground if she has anything to say about it. So, let's move on. We have a couple other notable players. We have Kylie Ridgway, who was a middle back player last year, getting 2015 region. She was all region in 2015 and also second team all conference. And now she also finds herself in the Golden Eagles history books with 145 assisted blocks and 29 solo blocks in 2015, both number 1 as far as Golden Eagle history for assisting and blocks in total. So, you just kind of want to talk about Preston Linneman, an outside hitter we have who's really kind of another notable player that we're looking forward to for big performance this afternoon.
Yeah, last season, Preston had the most kills in a season in LCCC history. She has 351 kills so far, and that's 3rd in school history. And then she was an all-conference honorable mention last season. So far, she already has 88 kills, and she's averaging 2.59 kills per set. I have nothing but high hopes for Preston as well. Preston is a very good player. She has a lot of talent. She's very talented, and she has a lot of digs as well. With 116 this season, she's averaging 3.41 digs per set. And then another notable player, Carly Morrison, she already has 129 digs this season, which is just close second to Tori, and she's averaging 3.79 digs per set. So we're looking really good on D, and we also have some very good players on the offense.
Yeah, what I'm seeing, and from just talking with Coach Albers earlier today, it sounds like a very athletic freshman class, peppered in with a lot of good experienced sophomores. So that's really good. So let's kind of talk about the other side of the table. They're taking on the Trinidad State Trojans, who also play who also played a matchup before this game against Eastern Wyoming. Unfortunately, losing in 3 sets. Losing the first set 25-19 to Eastern Wyoming Community College, then seeing a similar score in the second set of 25-18, and then pretty much another very similar close tight game for the third one, going 25-21. Now I saw you were out here. There was a lot of energy from Trinidad State. I'm sure they're poised to come back and rebound and see if they can get a win here in the second matchup of the night.
Yeah, that's right. Trinidad State's 2-7 on the season, so they're having a pretty rough start to this season. But we'll see what LCCC has to offer. Hopefully, they can fend off the Trojans as they host them at home. So,
yeah,
definitely looking forward to this matchup.
Yeah, it's always one of those deals when a team may lose that first game, but especially if you're the homecoming team, you've kind of been sitting around for a while. You haven't had any of that live game action. So if nothing else, you can bet that at least the Trojans of Trinidad State are ready to play. They're warmed up, and you're going to be giving it their all for this matchup. All right, folks. So we're about 5 minutes out from gameplay. We're just going to mention a few of our sponsors real quick. So sponsoring today's game were the Bobcat Rockies. We have Acme Construction as well. Union Wireless, Wyoming Bank Trust, and Remax Capital Properties are all sponsors of Laramie County Community College and are helping assist sponsoring this game. Now, like I said, we're about 5 minutes from broadcast. We'll take a quick break and get back to you here in a couple minutes as we get set for the home opener at Laramie County Community College, starting out with the Golden Eagles against your Trinidad State Trojans.
No, it's totally fine. Like I said, it's just flow. Like if you can keep going, do you. Honestly, because I don't want to stop. Like it's the same thing. Like if you're flowing and you're going strong, like definitely don't stop. Because once you have that energy, keep it going. Because it's hard. Like when you're starting from stagnant to when you're stagnant, and then all of a sudden a lot of action. So I don't know. It's just hard. It's like I have the words in my head that I want to say. Right when it comes to time, it's like, oh, dude. Yeah, we told you we were going to take a break. So, are you guys just turning the volume down when you go off? Or is that, I just put these over here. You can turn the volume down. Okay. Yeah, it might be a good idea just to
All right, and we're back. We're about 30 seconds before game time kicks off. We're getting ready to announce the starters and the members of each team, so we'll stand by and have those for you here momentarily. Oh, and while we're waiting for the lineups to get mentioned, you can see there's been quite the outpouring of fans coming in from the gym. It's quite a larger. We've got a pretty decent crowd, I think, for the bleachers we have in here. Everything's filled up, and we've seen quite the attendance show up for the first game of the season. So let's see if this will have some effect on some momentum going forward. As here we go, we're getting ready to start with your starting lineups for the Trinidad State Trojans.
Trinidad State. Your Golden Eagles.
All right, folks, before we get started, we're going to start here with your national anthem. All right, that was your national anthem. And now here we're getting ready to start with your introduction with the lineups. Oh, all right. Before we get the lineups, we're acknowledging the Cheyenne East High Thunderbirds who are in attendance as well. One of your local high school teams. Number 5 for the Trinidad State is Lissa Suazo. Starting tonight for Trinidad College, number 1, Magdalene Hagerdorn. Number 4, Alicia Hall. Number 6, Nicole Carr. Number 8, Noel Gallegos. Number 10, Jolena Lynn Achiyu. Number 12, Taryn Mills. And rounding it out, 13, Detrina Richardson. That is your starting lineup for the Trinidad State Trojans. All right, and here we get ready to mention all your players for the Laramie County Golden Eagles. Starting with backups, number 5, Michaela Crewall. Number 6, Mackenzie Disguilzado. And freshman outside hitter, number 7, Jessica Craves. Now going to number 8, freshman outside hitter, Whitney Cayley. And now number 9, another freshman outside hitter from Laramie, Wyoming, Sarah Gabriel. And now moving to a freshman from Parker, Colorado, libero, backup libero, Tori Simpson. And also middle back, freshman from Plain City, Utah, Lauren Vanderwood. And now a 6-foot freshman out of Plain City, Colorado, Lindsay Vanderwood. Now your starting lineup for the Golden Eagles. You're starting with your middle back, freshman out of Sandy, Utah, Elizabeth Clark. Now libero, sophomore out of Littleton, Colorado, Tori Passarelli. Now moving down the line. Middle back, sophomore out of Riverton, Wyoming, Kylie Ridgway. Now an outside hitter, freshman out of Gypsum, Colorado, Carly Morrison. And moving down to number 10, freshman setter from Amsterdam, Netherlands, Kira Brandt. And you're a freshman as well from Amarillo, Texas, Maddie Taylor. Now rounding up your starting lineup is an outside hitter, sophomore out of Loveland, Colorado, Preston Linneman. That is your starting lineup for your Golden Eagles as we are set to get started here in a few minutes. What do you think, Josh? We're minutes from the opening serve.
Oh, I definitely think that the Golden Eagles have the upper hand in this matchup. Their record's 7-3 overall, where Trinidad's is 2-7 overall. And LCCC looks to have the energy. The majority of the energy today is the home crowds out here in full effect.
Yeah, and just one brief observation as you see these ladies shaking hands before they get started, they have a serious size advantage. As you can see with multiple girls over the 6-foot limit, and it doesn't seem like the Trinidad State measures kind of up to that height-wise, so we'll see if that plays a big role here as we get started here briefly.
I can agree with that a lot. That's going to definitely give LCCC the advantage when it comes to kills and blocks. So, hey, that's all right with us.
Yeah, no, they're it's definitely going to help them getting their hands in the air defensively, able to keep some balls alive that a shorter team may not be able to. So, yeah, folks, a good start to the season. We're about to find out. Here we start the home opener at Laramie County Community College. Let's see if they can keep this hot start to the season rolling as they get set to take on the Trinidad State Trojans. All right. All right. Starting off the serve this afternoon is Tara Clark. She will be leading the serve as she gets ready to set things off. Right, Tara takes the ball. So they set serve. Oh, an ace right to start off out of the outstretched hands of Taryn Mills, the libero for Trinity County Community College.
And that's the way to start a match right there.
Yes, that's a good start. You can't beat getting a one-hit, one-score. All right.
Another one.
Another. Kira Brandt to score again on this, leading this off. All right. The streak starts with one, and it looks like she's starting to get a streak going here.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. All right. Brand about to score. Brand about to serve again as she gets ready with the jump serve, sending it over a middle with Mills passing it right to Hall as she sets it up for Carr. Oh, returned by Linneman. With a strong serve, with a strong kill by Carly Morrison.
Oh, but looks like they called it out because it hit the pole.
Oh, unfortunately on the outside line. Ooh. Trojan score. Now we go to Nicole Carr leading it off, but Passarelli with the hit. Ooh, and 13. Maddie Taylor just getting it over just in time for the score. Back to the Golden Eagles now as we see Carly Morrison getting set to serve. Morrison with the serve over to the right side. Hall sets it back to Hagerdorn with the score for Trinidad Community College.
Yeah, that was good ball movement on their part. LCCC just needs to hustle a little more on defense, but it looks like they're all right.
Yeah, yes, it does. And now we bring it back. Trinidad's Richardson is about to serve. Sending it over the middle where Passarelli passes it. Ooh, out to Maddie Taylor with the kill.
They called that one out.
Oh, they called this one out as well?
Line judge called that one.
A lot of close calls. That looked like he was toeing the line. So Richardson back, ready to serve. As Richardson sends it over, Passarelli passes it with Brandt to set up. Oh, keeping it alive. Brandt back with the setup. And Linneman with the kill, this time going through.
And this is what Linneman does. It's what she's done all her first season and what she's done so far this season. and nobody expects anything less from her.
No, she's kind of a sharpshooter, standing there on the edges and then coming at the perfect time to smack it down.
I agree with that.
We're back here as Passarelli gets ready to set. Oh, all right. Saved by Hall, set by Hall. Hagerdorn getting it over the net. Brandt with the setup. Back to Linneman. Oh, just outside. Trinidad State getting the point on this one. Unfortunately, Linneman with a great, she was able to get up there. She just kind of hit it on the line going out of bounds.
It was a pretty nice set. Led her a little too far outside, but can't complain with a good set.
Oh, as we return, Linneman gets it back over the net and looked like a little bit of confusion there on the Trojan defense, kind of leading to a point. And back in the possession of your Golden Eagles. All right, now we have a substitution. Mackenzie Descaldo coming in to serve. Descaldo serves it. Achiyu with the pass, setting it up. Oh, Hall trying to take it on her own there, and unfortunately knocking it on her side of the net. All right, so point we're currently standing 6-4 Golden Eagles with their serve. This DeGasaldo back at the serve this time as she gets ready. Putting it over the net. Oh, Achiyu with the save. Setting up for Hagerdorn, who gets it. Oh, but a good block by the middle defenders to keep it back in play. Carr for the Trojans, stepping out of bounds, trying to hit it over, but unfortunately hitting their limit. So we're back with Golden Eagle. Another point for the Golden Eagles in their serve.
LCCC is definitely making a strong start here, so hopefully they can build up on that lead.
Yeah, well, it looks like they're putting the ball in play and, just trying to force the Trojans to make a play on it. Again, we have another ace from DeGasaldo.
And then the line judge called it out again.
Oh, the line just called it out again?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of close calls. Maybe I just have a bad angle from where I'm at, but a lot of almost points, so that's got to be a good sign. Hagerdorn with the serve. Ooh, a little bit of confusion on the Eagle defense.
That one just barely made it over. Didn't just barely clip the net and made it over, so can't really do much about that.
No, that was just a great
got to get in position.
Yeah, sometimes you can't be everywhere, and sometimes that's just where they put the ball. It's hard to defend. Hagerdorn back with the serve this time. Over the middle with Perriman returning. Oh, Hall with the defense for the Trojans. Mills setting it up. Great defense by the Trojans to get it back. Passarelli passing it, setting it up for Linneman with the kill. This knocked back onto the Golden Eagles sideline by the Trojan defenders. Hall setting it up. And Carr with the kill. Great block by the defenders. Passarelli now setting it up for Gabriel, putting it over. Ooh, now Hagerdorn, Passarelli keeping it alive. Descaldo setting it up for Gabriel, hitting it over just out of bounds. Trojan point.
But as you can see, the height advantage definitely proved to be a good thing for us as they got a nice block there.
Yes, I can see they're definitely hitting it a little bit more downhill instead of getting it over the net, which I think will serve them wonders as we continue on later in the match.
Most definitely.
Hagerdorn with the serve. Ooh, Ridgway with the kill.
And that's what Ridgway does.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like we mentioned before, in 2015, she ranks all-time in school history as one of the blocks and block assist leaders. So, this is kind of her game, is being around the net and able to just hit that thing over at a moment's notice.
Most definitely.
All right, Linneman with the serve. Hall over to Carr, just pushing it over the net with Gabriel pushing it back over. Linneman saving it for the Golden Eagles. Setting it up for Ridgway, who just
outside.
Just another outside mark. I tell you, Daniel, these ladies, when they're missing, they are missing by just an inch.
And that's a good sign, but they can't miss. They can't be missing too many because now it's tied 8-8. So hopefully they can gain their lead back.
Yeah, they just got to work it in finer. Oh, just another one outside by Carly Morrison, just missing the line. Point goes to the Trojans. What's up, buddy? All right, Mills ready to serve again. Passarelli with the pass. Set up. Ridgway just getting it over the net, trying to fake him out. Carr back, putting it back over. This time going out of bounds. Golden Eagle ball. I can see it. As you can see, Daniel, there's been a lot of balls going out of bounds these last few volleys.
Yeah, that's right, Mitch. And hopefully LCCC can get it in the lines, but if Trinidad continues to do that, that's all good for the Eagles.
This is, they just keep firing away. Oh, just out of bounds on the return from Hagerdorn. Golden Eagle point. We're now Golden Eagles are currently leading 10-9 with Ridgeway about to serve. As Ridgeway gets set to serve, bringing it over to the middle of the net. Achiyu hits it to Hall, who sets it up for Carr. Ooh, Carr with the kill on that shot, just out of the outstretched hands of Ridgeway.
That's right. Ridgeway was right there, and that one just barely got out of her grasp.
So now we return it to Hall now for the Trojans serving it with Linneman on the defense. Gabriel about to kill it over. Oh, Hagerdorn playing defense. Achiyu hitting the net this time on the kill, setting it back. Golden Eagles score.
Looked like Golden Eagles had all the energy at the beginning, and then Trinidad somehow found a way to come back. So hopefully LCCC can find a way to get that lead back and just build on it.
It's an even matchup as we now have Kyra Brandt and Maddie Taylor entering back into the game, with Brandt about to lead off of the serve for the Golden Eagles. Sending it to Mills in the middle, with Hall setting it up for Carr to kill it. Linneman on the defense. Brandt setting it up now for Maddie Taylor, who kills it. Good save by the Trojans. Back to Carr, who passes it just over the line. Point Golden Eagles. All right, now we're back with Kira Brandt ready to serve off with a 12-10 lead for the Golden Eagles. As she gets ready with the jump serve, hitting it over the line. Mills saving it, and Hall getting it set up with the Chiyu, killing it. Oh, the Chiyu getting the kill on that one. Now the ball returning back to the Golden Eagles. Let's see, Carr is set to serve here for the Trojans. Carr serving just over the line. The ball going back to the Golden Eagles now. I'll tell you, Daniel, this is a very close matchup. One team gets ahead, they seem to let the other team get back into it, and vice versa.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Surprisingly, Trinidad State's keeping up, even though they're playing small ball compared to our team. But hopefully LCCC can use their height as an advantage and get this set as a win.
Yeah, so now we're back in the action with Carly Morrison getting ready to serve for your Golden Eagles, passing it over to the right side. Hagerdorn passing it back to Richardson, back to Hagerdorn, who passes it over, but unfortunately is another long shot. Golden Eagles score again. And now we're taking a break in the action with a timeout. We'll be back here with a few brief minutes. Oh, but first, let's just kind of mention some of the sponsors sponsoring again tonight's event. We have First Security Bank is also a sponsor. Simpson Electric Corporated, A&B Bank, and Climate Control Heating and Air Conditioning, all sponsors for the Laramie County Golden Eagles and also help assisting sponsoring today's game. So, Daniel, just, kind of start. We're here in the first break. What have you kind of seen so far from both sides? So far, I'm seeing a lot of close calls, a lot of balls hitting the line. And then also LCCC using their height as an advantage here and there. But also Trinidad State playing small ball and somehow keeping in the game. As I'd said before, hopefully LCCC can just build on this lead. They have the energy, as I said. They have the home crowd here, so there's no reason why they shouldn't pull off the win. Yeah, I think I've seen – one thing I may have seen a little confusion defensively from both teams. Not sure, on some of those 50-50 balls who needs to get it. So maybe that's one thing both teams could probably clean up. But as we're here, we're back. We're getting ready to start, and we'll see what they can do. Morrison with the serve to Mills for Trinidad. Setting it up for Richardson to push back over. Brandt sets it up for Clark on the kill. Saved by the Trojans. Now this time going to Maddie Taylor. Brandt saving it. And Passarelli just getting it over this time. Achiyu with the block from Elizabeth Clark. Unfortunately going out of bounds. Point Trojans. Yeah, after the block, it hit the pole, so the point was given to Trinidad on that one. Oh, okay. All right, so Richardson back on the serve. Passarelli passes it. Brandt sets it up, and Clark with the kill that time. Wow, what a shot. What a shot from Elizabeth Clark, towing that line, hitting right there where almost no one could get to it.
Yeah, that was a line drive. No one was getting to that one, so that was a good job on her part.
Yes, it is. Score goes to the Eagles, who now lead at 16-12. All right, now we're coming back with Passarelli about to serve as she gets ready. Serving it over the middle, Mills with the pass, Achiu passing it again, and Hagerdorn just getting it over this time with Morrison passing it to Brandt, who gets it set up for Maddie Taylor. Oh, unfortunately, it was blocked in the middle.
Little miscommunication there. People weren't in the right position. That'll happen, but they got to clean it up in order to get this win.
Yeah, they kind of looked out of funk on that last play. Unfortunately, it was also a great defensive play by the Trojans to keep it back over on this side. Ooh, serve going just past the outstretched reach of Carly Morrison.
Probably didn't give her full effort on that one, so that was the cause of that error on that one.
All right, so now we're back to Achiu getting ready to serve it for the Trojans. Sending it over to the middle. Oh, this time not clearing the net.
And LCCC will take those where they can get them.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of one of those. You weren't sure if he was going to make it over, and then it just kind of nosedived there at the end to stay on the other side. But, hey, if it works out well for the Golden Eagles, we'll take it.
Yeah, that's right, Mitch.
Mackenzie DiGelsaldo on the serve. Hall kicking it to Hagerdorn. Oh, who just pushes it over the net. Photo finish saved by Linneman, who passes it, who's able to save it in time, but unfortunately not able to get the point as they hit it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was an excellent job on Linneman's part right there. She just barely got her hand under that ball, so good job. Good hustle.
Slip and sliding across the floor to get to that one.
That's right.
Hagerdorn with the serve to the middle, with Morrison on the pass, getting it set up for Ridgway, who kills it with another line drive strike.
She cocked back on that one, man. That one was not. That was a good kill on her part.
Oh, it looked slow motion. You could see it from the set. She was just coming up with the tomahawk jam over the top.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're back here with Preston Linneman getting ready to serve for your Golden Eagles. Hitting it over to the side with Hagerdorn passing it to Carr, who gets ready for the kill. But Ridgway back again with the block this time. So Ridgway's going both sides of the ball now, offense and defensively. She's dominated these last two possessions.
Trinidad's got to find a way to stop Ridgway, or it's not going to be pretty for them.
It's going to be a quick night. All right, and Linneman back with the serve this time. Hagerdorn saving it. Hall just pushing it over the net. Back to Morrison, who puts it over the edge, just over the outstretched hands of Carr for the Trojans to get another point for your Golden Eagles.
That was a great job by Morrison. She somehow got the perfect angle, somehow hit it over, and got the point.
Yeah, that was a great point. She just hit it right at that side swipe. She kind of had to get all the way around to return that one. So now we're here with Linneman. Hagerdorn on the pass, back to Hall, to Carr with the kill. Unfortunately hitting it, well, fortunately for the Eagles, that one was hit again out of bounds, putting it 21-15 now for your Golden Eagles. All right, we're back here with Linneman, back here on the serve. She's getting ready to jump serve it, sending it to the middle. With Carr getting the ball, just getting it over the net this time. Passarelli passing it, setting it up for Carrie Morrison, but this time the Trojan defense was in the way and knocked that ball back.
It's very interesting. Although Trinidad's a little smaller in size, they somehow are getting blocks. So LCCC has to find a way to get their hits a little higher.
All right, Passarelli with the pass. Ooh, now to the kill by Morrison again. That time she was assisted and set up by Mackenzie DiGelsaldo with the assist on that one. And now Ridgway's back to serve after scoring the point for the Golden Eagles. Ridgway serves it over the middle. Hagerdorn passing it to Hall. Back to Hagerdorn, who just gets it over the net just in time. DiGelsaldo setting it up for Gabriel with the kill on that one, keeping it alive as the Trojan defense. To Hall now. Oh, too many hits that time. And the score goes to the Golden Eagles. Now we have a timeout from Trinidad State Community College. So what do you think? This last volley they've been having, these last few minutes, they've kind of came alive.
Yeah, LCCC's found a way to build their lead up and to kind of slow Trinidad State down. So as long as LCCC can continue to do that, I have nothing but high hopes for what they're about to do tonight. Hopefully it's a quick one.
Yeah, it looks like they got some of the, this last time out, they were kind of able to get some of those early, game jitters going out. They look a lot more comfortable this time. And like you were saying earlier, you put Ridgeway in those positions where she can just, come up and just throw it down over the top, and defensively, that's hard to defend both sides of the ball. It really, really kind of overpowering a little bit at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that. Ridgeway definitely has a lot of energy right now. Hopefully she can rally her team around her and get this win.
Yeah, no, I think the Golden Eagles have a lot of momentum now. We're currently sitting at 23-16. Your Golden Eagles over the Trinidad State Trojans. 2 more points to a win, and now we're back here to the action with Ridgeway about to serve it. Ridgeway serving it to the middle. Hagerdorn returning it, passing it to Hall, who passes it to Mills, just trying to get it over the net. Linneman setting it up for Morrison, who just pushes it over the net. Back to Hall, setting it up for Carr, pushing it over. Linneman on the defense this time, with Descaldo setting up for Gabriel with the kill.
LCCC had a little miscommunication earlier in the volley, but they found a way to get the point there, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's Sarah Gabriel, a freshman, a local out of Laramie, Wyoming, a local talent. It's nice to see her out here doing good in her first home matchup as a Golden Eagle.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's always nice to have Wyoming kids representing the local colleges, so that's awesome.
Yes, we did. Oh, and during the action, we missed it. Defense, a block on the side, is able to put the Golden Eagles at 25-16, winning this first match. So the Eagles are currently up 1-0. Now we switch sides and we get ready as we get set up for the second of the best out of 5 matches here at Laramie County Community College.
LCCC definitely looks like they still have a lot of energy. Trinidad State looks like their energy is diminished by quite a bit, so hopefully LCCC can continue to keep that energy up and continue to keep the crowd on their feet and keep everybody in tune with what's going on right now.
Yeah, they looked really good in that first set. One thing that I thought I took away was, when they would score points, they would score them in bunches. When they got on kind of a roll, you could see them score 2 and 3 points, and that kind of adds up. And then to complement that with, the good size that they have across the middle defensively, that's just a really tough defense, really hard to kind of get some of those squeaky balls to kind of slide over the net when you have so many tall hands up there ready to go. And then to complement that on top of going on these streaks, I think this was a very good-looking first set for your Lady Golden Eagles.
Yeah, this is definitely a game of runs. So whoever goes on the most amount of runs and the longest run is definitely going to come out the victor.
Yeah, so here we go. Again, this is Mitchell Bean along with Daniel Lucero down here for your Golden Eagle coverage of your Laramie County volleyball. And let's kind of talk about some of the upcoming matchups that the Lady Golden Eagles are going to be facing. So after today, they will have their next match will be September 13th at Otero Junior College. They will then go on to the Wyo, Nebraska tournament September 16th and 17th, where they will that one is going on in Torrington and Scotts Bluff. So I imagine you can see a lot of games. There'll be another opportunity for them to show out in tournament play, which they've kind of had some success so far this year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I definitely look forward to the matchup against Otero. Otero isn't in the same division as LCCC, but they are in the South Division, so they're still in the same region, which means they could end up seeing each other in the postseason. So that'll be interesting to see how that one shapes up.
Yeah, so like you talk about, we're in the regional play. We haven't quite gotten to conference play yet. That is set to start later in September. But until then, it's always nice to get that momentum and have that record looking good as you go into conference play, because in most of these college sports, a lot of the competition is very similar, much more competitive in conference play. It's always good to go in there with a good momentum on your side.
Yeah, that's right. And coming into this set right here, LCCC definitely has the energy. You can see some of the soccer players across the way are over there pumping them up, so hopefully that helps them.
Yes, it looks like they got student sections on both sides. They got, some of your fellow college athletes over here, and then we have some of the volleyball players over here behind us who, are looking up to these girls, trying to see, what do they need to work on to maybe find themselves playing at the college level next year.
Yeah, that's right.
So, all right, we're getting ready here to start the second set with Trinidad State leading off. Alicia Hall is about to start the opening serve for the Trojans. Kick it over. Brandt setting it up for Clark, who kills at that time. Saved by the Trojans with a Chiyu putting it over that time and just hitting it over the net. Point Golden Eagles. Oh, excuse me. Getting it in that time for Chiyu. The point goes to the Trinidad State Trojans on this one. Now Hall back set, ready to serve, serving it over the middle. With Brandt setting it up for Linneman, killing it this time. Saved by Mills. Hill setting it up for Carr, who hits it back over to Passarelli, who passes it to Brandt. Setting it up for Maddie Taylor, who just soft touches it over the net. Now Chiyu passing it to Carr, who attempts to kill it, but hits it over the line that time. Point your Laramie County Golden Eagles. Pass with the serve going. Passarelli's getting ready to serve for the Eagles. Speaking with the coach briefly before then, trying to set up maybe a little bit of strategy. As she sets it over to the middle, Hagendorn saving it. Pass the Hall back to Hagendorn. Unfortunately, hitting it on the same side of the net again. Point to the Golden Eagles of Laramie County. All right, Passarelli with the ball back in hand, ready to serve again. She jumps and serves it over right to Chiyu, who hits it over the net to Taylor, who hits it to Brandt, setting up for Linneman, who with the kill. Ooh, Hagendorn with the hit, but unfortunately the hit was too hard, sending it against the wall.
Yeah, that's Linneman's favorite spot, and that set was perfect, so that was a great job by the Golden Eagles right there.
Yeah, Linneman really taking advantage of that corner, hitting hitting those cross shots, really kind of drawing them off guard. Parallel with the set. Ooh, with the Chiyu trying to hit over, but the defense is strong from both Taylor and Ridgeway, able to knock it back out of bounds. Another score for your Golden Eagles. They're up 4-1 right now. All right, Passarelli back with the ball. She's ready to serve again. Passarelli with the serve over the middle. Ooh, just a little bit too far on that serve. She was going for the ace, but maybe was just a little bit, didn't have as much space as she would have liked.
Put a little too much mustard on that one.
Yes, she did. So now we're back over here to your Trinidad State Trojans with Carr serving it to the middle. Oh, not making the net this time either. That's the second one we've seen from them so far today. They're it looks like they might be having a little bit of trouble with the arc. And, we kind of talked about the height. Maybe the height plays into that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. LCCC, like we've said, has the height advantage. So, yeah, they're having no troubles getting the ball over the net. So, hopefully they can continue to progress.
Yeah, Linneman with the save right there. Ooh, back to Lindsay Vanderwood, but unfortunately, your Trinidad State Trojans were there to defend it and knock it back right at her as she hit that ball. So back to the Trojans this time. We have the Triana Richardson, who's about to serve it for your Trojans, sending it over the net to the middle. With DeGasaldo's passing it to Ridgeway. Ridgeway serving it back to Richardson with that just speed and just not able. The Trojans are just able to catch up with her kills right now.
And that's all day for Ridgeway. Ridgeway can do that all day as long as her setters set her up right. It's trouble for the opposing team, that's for sure.
Yeah, as pass set almost scores sometimes by the time she gets her hand on the ball. All right, Linneman with the serve this time to Chiyu passing it. Mills passing it back just to keep it alive, and now Hale Pat gets it over the net just to keep it alive. Unfortunately, a little bit too far with her pass, just trying to keep it alive, and the point goes to your Golden Eagles. Now Linneman back here, ready to serve again. Hitting it to Chiyu, who sets it. Set for Hagendorn, who has the kill for your Trinidad State Trojans. I tell you what, we've seen a lot of the kills going, a lot of the spikes going hardcore on the Golden Eagles side, but that was quite the play out of Hagendorn to get that one back.
Yeah, that was definitely a good play on their part. Just on the outside of the outstretched hand of Kylie Ridgeway. So very close to a good play by the Eagles, but not close enough.
Oh, and it looks like we have an out-of-bounds violation, maybe reaching over the net, giving the point to the Trinidad State Trojans. Now with the Chiyu getting ready to serve. Chiyu serves across net up the middle, just touching the net, just barely getting over with Ridgeway hitting it back. Mills saving it for the Trojans. Hall with the setup. Hagendorn with the kill. Gabriel with the save. This set up by DeGascaldo. And the kill on that one from the kill on that one by Vanderwood, set up with the assist from Mackenzie DiGiasaldo. That was a great setup, from the backside.
Yeah, that was a great job on both of their parts. Good communication, and it led to the score.
Yeah. Ridgeway serving it for your Golden Eagles this time. Getting it back, and unfortunately Gabriel is unable to make the pass to keep it in play. Point, Trinidad State Trojans. Now we get back here. Hagerdorn ready to serve it for your Trojans. Hitting it over the net. Ooh, just a bit outside, giving the point and ball back to your Golden Eagles.
Giving them the old Major League reference.
Yeah, just the hair. I'll tell you, we've seen
just
a lot
of touch outside.
We've seen a lot of these balls going outside, but if so, it's by the hair on your chinny chin that they're getting out there. So now we're back with Brandt with the serve. Hagerdorn passing it to Hall. Back to Hagerdorn with the kill. Brandt with the pass, keeping it alive to Perleman. To Linneman just trying to get it. To Linneman just getting it over. Carr with the kill this time. Not able to get it over the net past the defense. Carr back with another kill.
There's that height advantage coming into play.
Clark and Taylor are creating a wall there that the Trojans are just able to get it over, and then Taylor coming back with the kill on that one, just inside the line.
That was an excellent setup and an excellent kill.
Yeah, like I said, it's not Ridgeway who's the one doing all the action. We're seeing some of the other tall girls up front step up and make some serious kills. Now Brandt with the serve, getting it across to Hall, who passes it for the kill. With the kill, Nicole Carr for the Trojans, just getting getting past the outstretched hands. They made connection, but they unfortunately was able to ricochet on the wrong side of the net on that one.
Yeah, it's nice to see everybody getting in and making their mark on the game.
Yep. Brandt with the setup for Gabriel. Hagerdorn keeping it alive for the Trojans. Back to Carr, who kills it, and Elizabeth Clark again with the great defense, able to keep that kill on the Trojan side and get another point for your Golden Eagles.
Yeah, and Clark is the second leading blocker on the team, and you can see why.
Yes, I know. And for a freshman coming in, just a handful of games in her college career to show such composure and the confidence in her game, she's really been a highlight this afternoon for the Golden Eagles. Now DiGiasaldo with the serve. Oh, just a little bit far that time. Point and ball now returned back to the Trinidad State Trojans. Let's see, we have Alicia Hall getting ready to serve it for the Trojans. Getting it over the net to the middle. DiGiasaldo with the pass. Brandt with the set. Maddie Taylor with the huge kill that time.
Ooh, another one. Oh my!
I know it's these things are coming in so fast. By the time the girls get their head around, it's already hitting the wall after it's hit the ground.
That's right.
All right, Passarelli with the ball set to serve for the Golden Eagles. Hitting it across the net. Chiu with the save, hitting it back across the net. Passarelli setting it up again with the kill. Maddie Taylor just inside the line.
I don't know. Now she's on fire. Another person on fire. Another person getting more kills.
It's it's just a different number, different names, same outcome. These all the girls are stepping up. Seem to be hitting their stride here in the second match.
That's right. This is very good to see right now.
As Passarelli gets ready to serve it, getting it over the net to Chiu, who gets it to Hall, setting it up for Carr, who just gets it over the line this time. Now Passarelli setting it up for Lindemann on the kill. With Chiu. Chiu going for the kill for Trinidad State, but yet again unable to get it past Ridgeway and Maddie Taylor. That strong middle defense for the Golden Eagles, it just seems to be unpenetrable right now.
Yeah, that's right. Maddie Taylor and Kylie Ridgeway both playing a big part today in these matches. So it's good to see everybody playing a part tonight.
Yes, and like I said, one of the good things, talking with Coach earlier today, he said, we have a lot of freshmen, we have a lot of talent, but although we do, it always takes kind of that meshing, how comfortable are these girls, getting into that college career, playing with, some unfamiliar faces and only knowing these girls for essentially a few months. But he said they were peppered with the right sophomores, and that allowed them to have certain leadership to kind of, show the way for some of these freshmen And I think, it's kind of showing out here on the court today.
Yeah, that's right. Some of the sophomores this year definitely had some good leaders last year that definitely got them to this point. So, yeah, these sophomores are definitely looking like leaders out there, and looks like they're rallying their team around them just the way they should be.
Yes, a lot of confidence on this side. But you know what? Even though the Trinidad State Trojans have been trailing pretty much the entire game, they have been competitive. These girls are outside. They're a little overmatched. They came in from a tough loss against Eastern Wyoming earlier this afternoon. But, they're continuing to fight. They're continuing to give a contest to the Trojans. And who knows, 14-6 right now. But in volleyball, it can just take a hot streak, as we saw from the Golden Eagles earlier, to just get you right back in the game.
Yeah, that's right. Trinidad State, they have a lot of speed, so they're using that to their advantage, whereas Golden Eagles using their height to their advantage. So,
yeah, we're back here in the action. Leading it off, serving it, Carr, putting it back over on the Golden Eagle side. Brandt setting it up for Maddie Taylor with another kill this time.
That's 4 straight for Maddie, so
No,
who knows where this is going to go.
Yeah,
the streak continues.
It seems like when the ball gets in her hand, the ball is metal and the ground's a magnet. So it's just going straight from her hand right to the ground. There's not much these defenders for the Trojans can do at this point.
I agree with that completely.
Passarelli back ready to serve for the Golden Eagles. Getting it to Achiu, passing it to Taylor, who sets it up for it back to Achiu. The Passarelli now passing and setting up for Linneman with the kill. Passarelli with the great dig that time to keep it alive. Unfortunately, a little bit of confusion among Brandt and Ridgeway. Weren't able to keep that one alive and keep it in play.
Just a little bit more confusion would have avoided that situation, but we'll see what happens in this next serve.
Yeah, the good thing is when you have the lead. Maybe a change of call here, it seems like. The refs, the officials meeting together and now determining that the point actually goes to the Golden Eagles. Unsure of the reason at this point, but we will let you know as soon as that becomes available.
I believe it was a net violation.
Oh, net violation? Passarelli with the serve. Hagerdorn keeping it alive. Sedig with the haul with the setup. Ooh, with Linneman putting her outstretched hands over and keeping on the Trojan side. This time, maybe a couple too many hits trying to compete it and bat it back and forth there with Ridgeway of the Golden Eagles. But as far as it seems, there's a little bit of discussion right now with the Chiyu and the official. But yep, it seems the point was scored to the Golden Eagles on this one. And now we see Passarelli back, getting ready to serve again. Setting it across the middle, Mills passes it. Hall sets it up for Chiyu. Oh, who just gets it right in between that impenetrable defense. She found a way to sneak one in, and it turned out to be a successful score for the Trinidad State.
She cocked back on that one. Oh, my.
Yeah, I think I felt the gust over here.
That's what I'm saying.
Brandt setting up for Linneman with the kill. Oh, great. With another great play, those cross court kills, Linneman's just been, she's just been able to confuse the defense, putting them in terrible positions where they have to make incredible plays.
Yeah, the left side is her spot, and she definitely knows how to spot the weaknesses out there, so she definitely is doing a great job tonight.
Yes, as are the rest of the Lady Golden Eagles. As Di Gasaldo serves it, crossing the net. Achiu gets ready to kill it, but Linneman's there to bat it back. May have gotten a little help from the net that time, but hey, we'll take it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody's doing a great job tonight. You can't complain with the performance of the Golden Eagles, so this is excellent.
Another point now. We're at 19-9, your Golden Eagles, as Di Gasaldo gets ready to serve it. Oh, that one got a little bit outside of her. Unfortunately, keep knocking that serve out of play. Bringing it back to the Trojans with Richardson getting it for Trinidad State. Serves it, hitting it over the middle. Passarelli passes it. Getting it set by Di Gasaldo for Linneman with the kill. Richardson keeping it alive for the Trojans. Passing it back as Hagerdorn just gets it over the line. Setting it up. Di Gasaldo setting it up for Linneman again, who hits it across. And then Carly Ridgeway.
She was in the right place at the right time, to say the least.
She did. She took that pass. The Trojans kind of just trying to keep the ball alive, pass the ball back and forth to set it up. They got no chance on that one. They got no help. As soon as they pass it over, Ridgeway sticking her mitt over the net and just throwing it right back down.
Golden Eagles are just playing the volleyball that they usually play here, and they're showing why they're a powerhouse in the conference.
Yes, they are. Lindemann with the serve this time. Hagerdorn with the kill. Unfortunately, just a little bit far again. Point back to the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, she hit that one on the outside of the pole, so that was out.
All right, it's 21-10 with Lindemann getting ready to serve. Oh, hold on, folks. We have a timeout. Just a little brief discussion between the officials and the Trojan and the Trinidad State head coach here. Just trying to clarify a couple things. Now we're back into the action with Lindemann getting ready to serve it. Hits it over the middle, towing the line just a bit outside, unfortunately, on that one. Point goes to the Trojans.
Unfortunately, that one definitely was very close, but hey.
She was going for the ace on that one.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing less but the ace.
All right, Passarelli with the pass after the serves. DiGasaldo setting it up for Gabriel. Keeping it alive is Hall, who sets it up for Hagerdorn. Carr passing it again. Oh, we got a little. Then going over a little bit over the hit mark for the Trojans, giving the point to the Golden Eagles, and now we got another timeout. So what do you think, Daniel? We're kind of, we're almost 2 full sets in. The score's kind of doubled now. This seems like the Lady Golden Eagles have hit their stride, and there's really nothing that's going to get in their way at this point.
Yeah, this is the great time to do it. They're definitely pulling away, and this is excellent to see. First set definitely was a close one, and you can just see now they definitely have the energy. They have the upper hand, and hopefully they can keep that upper hand.
Yes, they do. And as you can see, one of the good things, about sports, high school, college, the big reason why these kids do this is to have fun. And now you can see out here the girls, although while they're winning and successful, they're still laughing, they're carrying on, even dancing to a little bit of the music, getting the full effect. So, that's always a nice sight to see, that although they're having great success, they're also enjoying their time as well. And I think, that has a lot to do with, their success in the game today's, the mood has been great the whole time. They've just gradually been gaining momentum through each match, and they're a couple points away from winning this one, and then we're off to one more match to see if they can get the sweep here at their home opener.
Yeah, that's right. They're up 22-11 in this set, so 3 more points and you get another win.
We're going to get another rotation back. So all right, here we're ready to serve. We're ready to start with Ridgeway ready to serve for your Golden Eagles as she sends it across the net. Mills with the pass. Hall with the setup. Hagerdorn with the kill. But Vanderwood there ready to catch her pass over the net, sending it right back. Yeah, score for the Trojans.
Jessica Caves checked in. This is her first minutes of the night, so we'll see what she has to offer.
Yeah, it's good. That's good to see. They're gradually starting to bring some of the bench players on. Mills with the pass. Hall with the set. Hagerdorn with the kill. Back to DiGasaldo and Gabriel going for the kill on this one. Getting it. Hitting it just in time just for that. That was kind of a quick one.
Yeah, that was definitely very, very good reaction time on her part.
So Ridgeway back to serve again. Hitting over there. Chi with the pass. Hall, instead of passing, is just trying to sneak one over this time. But the defense by Gabriel, these outstretched hands, they're just not able to get it past them. All right, and with that one, we end our second set, 25-11, Golden Eagles. With a lot of momentum going, with the momentum going their way now, I don't expect anything else but a lot of the same going into this last set of the night.
I agree with you completely. Yeah, they definitely have all the energy. They're having a great time right now, laughing. That's what you love to see out of your home team. I mean, all the energy on our side. Can't complain with that.
No, and just, real quick, we might hit a quick break before we get this third match started. But before we do, just again, want to mention some of the sponsors for the Laramie County Community College. They are sponsored by Bobcat of the Rockies, Acme Construction, Union Wireless, Wyoming Bacon Trust, Remax Capital Properties, Security First Bank, Simpson Electric Contractors, A&B Bank, and Climate Control Heating and Air Conditioning are all sponsors of the Laramie County Community College Athletics. And again, here I'm Mitchell Bean, along with Daniel Lucero, giving you some of your volleyball coverage here at the multipurpose gymnasium at Laramie County Community College. We're going to take a quick break, then we'll be right back, getting you set for your third set of the night as the Golden Eagles take on the Trinidad State Trojans. We're back here at Laramie County Community College for the third set. The Golden Eagles taking the first two sets, 25-11 and 25-16. Now we kick off the third set as Di Gasaldo for the Golden Eagles serves it. Richardson with the contact on thing. It looked unintentional, unfortunately ricocheting the ball out of bounds. Force point to start the set. Golden Eagles 1-0.
That's a good way to start the third set.
Yes, it was, but not if you're Trinidad State to kind of come out of a set a long time out with a little bit of confusion. Not a great sign to get her started, but we'll see. The match is still young. Di Gasaldo with the serve this time. Hagedorn passing it to Hall, who passes it to Achiyu, who kills it, but unfortunately sending this one out of bounds. 2-0 Golden Eagles. We see another good start. As you can see, they've kind of mixed in some of the girls off the bench. They don't have their first starting lineup, probably trying to get some minutes, some playing time and experience for some of their younger talent.
As well as some rest for their main talent. So, yeah, that's definitely a good job on the coaching.
Yes, it is managing your players. This is effective. Carr with the kill. Nice save by Vanderwood. Unfortunately, unable to get it back across the net. And now the Trinidad State finds himself on the board 2-1. Carr up to serve for your Trinidad State Trojan. Carr sending it across the net with Gabriel passing it to Di Gasaldo with Vanderwood with the kill. Unfortunately, the defense was there in heavy force that time, knocking the ball back over to the Golden Eagles side. Point Trojans.
Trinidad State's definitely not stepping down from the challenge. So LCCC definitely has to keep the momentum, and hopefully, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be competing. Carr with the ace that time. Yeah, you can see a quick burst here from your Trinidad State Trojans. And you have to see they lost in 3 straight sets their first match. I'm sure they don't want to go home losing 6 straight sets. So they're probably going to, they're going to be getting their best effort.
Yeah, definitely a little lack of focus on that last volley, and that's where they lost a point. But, hey, there was a good point right there.
Talk about a lack of focus or maybe a little bit of cause of confusion that time. The ball went up in the air off the kill from Ridgeway, returning it very high up in the air, but no one really sure for the Trojans on who to get it. So point goes to the Golden Eagles. And now we're back here with Linneman, who's ready to serve. Linneman throwing it across the net. Hagedorn bending down to get it. Hall with the set. Now Mills just passing it over. Di Gasaldo setting it up for Vanderwood with the kill that time.
That was very well set up.
That was cross court. Oh, I know. I think a lot of the thing they've been able to confuse them setting up on both sides, and at this point, I don't think the Trojans know where they're going.
I agree with that completely. They definitely look confused. Definitely have the disadvantage in this one. So
yeah, Linneman back ready to serve, getting it over Mills, passing it. Hall setting it up for Richardson. Oh, with Ridgeway having her outstretched hands there just in time, getting it back over the net, and unfortunately too many hits on one side. Point again to the Golden Eagles. With Linneman back here ready to serve. Linneman is serving across the middle of the net. Hall setting it up for Hagerdorn with the kill, but Vanderwood there again. Defense outstretched hands just right in the line of fire for Hagerdorn and able to get another great defensive play and get another point for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, Vanderwood was in the right place at the right time on that play.
All right, now we're back here with Linneman ready to serve it again. Setting it over, Carr with the pass. Hall setting it up for Achiu with the kill, but the defense, Gabriel and Ridgeway in the way that time, knocking it back. Setting it up for Vanderwood. That time getting the setup, Vanderwood unfortunately just wasn't in the right position to get it over. Point goes to the Trojans.
Trinidad State somehow keeping that ball up and ended up getting the point there, but LCCC still has the lead 6-4.
Yes, with Passarelli passing it, setting it up for Gabriel that time with the kill, kept alive by Carr for the Trojans. Back across the net, Passarelli passing it, setting it up for Ridgeway with yet another kill.
Ridgeway, that's what she does. She's very tall, very athletic, very talented, and that's what she does. She gives them medicine.
Yes, I mean, Dan, it seems like every time she sends it over the net, it's not coming back. It's not without a point anyways. Now Ridgeway serving it this time across the net. Hagerdorn just hitting it to get it over the net. Linneman with the pass. DiGasaldo with the set. Gabriel with the kill. Another kill. I mean, that's two there. That's two right in a row. They're not able, with the Trojans able to defend it at this point.
I guess the doctor's prescribing kills and in a high dosage.
Yes, he is. Now they're I think the Eagles are heavily sedating the Trojans right now with their kill ratio. All right. With the serve over, Hagerdorn hitting it across the net. With the pass tipping a Golden Eagle and able to going out of bounds, but tipping a Golden Eagle and scoring a point for the Trinidad State Trojans. And now we have a Chiu ready to serve. Chiu setting it over the net. Bradley with the pass. DiGasaldo setting it up back to Bradley with the kill. Oh, this time the defense led by Nicole Gallegos was able to keep the ball back here on the Golden Eagle side with another point for the Trinidad State Trojans. Now back here to Achio, who's ready to serve. Sending it across the net. Little high this time. Oh, making an appearance over here in the broadcast booth with us. I guess they may not have liked some of the language we've been using for their performance this afternoon, and maybe they were trying to get back at us a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but regardless, our Lady Eagles are defending us.
Yes, they are. Our Lady Eagles are defending everything. And back to the action. Brandt with the serve this time. Mills passing it back, unfortunately knocking it into the net. And another point for the Lady Golden Eagles, who are now leading at 10-6 in the third set.
Yeah, they're starting to pull away here, and they definitely have a lot of energy right now. Definitely have the momentum, so hopefully they can keep that momentum and move forward and get another win.
Oh, Brandt back with the score this time, unfortunately knocking it right into the middle of the net. Trojan ball, Trojan point. All right, and now we turn back. Hagerdorn is ready to serve it. Hagerdorn ready to serve it for the Trinidad State Trojans. Sending it across the net. Ooh, Linneman jumping in front of that one, the pass. Back, Linneman just tossing it over. Oh, Passarelli keeping it alive. Brandt setting it up. And Michaela Crywell getting it over just in time, able to sneak that one past the defenders.
And I believe this is her first appearance of the night and definitely doing some good things in her first appearance.
Yeah, it's got to feel good to have one of your young talents come in and score a point right off the bat and get themselves integrated almost immediately into the game. Another one, Tori Simpson making an appearance now, her first appearance of the night, getting ready to serve it off for the Golden Eagles. Hagerdorn saving it, Achiu passing it, and Carr with the kill, saved by Passarelli. Brandt with the setup, and Linneman with the kill, this time saved by Mills for the Trojans. Passing it, Carr with the kill. Keeping it alive is Simpson. Brandt setting it up. And this time, what a great volley. I mean, a lot of hits. I wasn't sure if the ball was ever going to hit the ground. Eventually did, and it went on the Trojans and it went on the Trojan side, Trojan point, Trojan possession.
Yeah, that was definitely a good position, but Crewall just put a little too much on that, and Trinidad ends up getting the point, but Crewall back at it.
Crewall's back at it with the kill. Oh, Hall going for the set that time, and the ball just slipping out of her hands. You know, it was one of those, you could tell it was kind of a routine play. It was almost one of those, it was too easy. She just wasn't paying enough attention, and the ball just kind of slipped out. But anyway, that's a point for the Golden Eagles, and we're back here with Passarelli about to serve it. Sending it across the net. Achiyu passing it to Hall, who sets it up for Carr with the kill. Passarelli saving it. Brandt setting it up back to Linneman across court with another kill. Hagendorf saving it. Ridgway just standing in there playing, literally almost playing the center. It feels like a basketball game, protecting the net, protecting the rim, any of those loose balls. She's making sure they don't end up on our side.
Yeah, she's the tallest player out on the court right now, and she's definitely using that to her advantage. So that's an excellent job by Kylie.
All right, Passarelli back with the serve. This time, unfortunately, a little bit too short, hitting her right in the middle of the net. The ball goes back over to the Trinidad State Trojans, who are currently trailing the Golden Eagles 9-13 as Hall is set to serve off. Hall sends it across the net. Simpson passes it. Brandt with the set. Ridgway with the kill, saved. Achiyu setting it up for the Trojans. Carr comes up to kill it. And who else can you expect to be there in the middle ready to knock it right back?
That's right.
Kylie Ridgway. I mean, offensively, defensively, she has pretty much controlled a large part of this game. And I'd argue she's done most of it on the defensive end.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. She's been playing great defense, and she's also been doing very well on offense, getting a lot of kills, and on defense getting a lot of blocks. So can't complain with her performance tonight.
All right. And now we're back with DiGasaldo serving it.
Speaking of which, another block by Kylie Ridgway.
Speaking of which, Hagerdorn trying to put it back over the net, and who's there but the outstretched arms of Kylie Ridgway ready to knock it back. All right, so now we're here at the first break of the third match down here at Laramie County Community College with the season opening matchup going on between your Laramie County Community College Golden Eagles and the Trinidad State Trojans out of Trinidad, Colorado. And just, we're here on our first break. What have you kind of seen? Just kind of talk about what you've seen in the first two matches and so far here in this third match.
Yeah, LCCC and Trinidad kind of had some slow starts in the first set. In the second set, LCCC made great strides and built huge leads and ended up winning the first two sets. And then here we are in the third set, and they still have the energy. They still are having a great time, and they're looking to get the win, so that's excellent.
Yeah, third set here in the 6-point lead. As you can see right in front of us, the ladies are dancing, laughing it up. So clearly they're not only winning, but they're enjoying themselves tremendously right now. And what a better way to have a great, a solid season opener, a good show out from the fans, both community and a lot of kids from the community college we're seeing out here. I think this is just a great way to kick off the season. And what better way to get your fans involved to come out and dominate in your first home appearance?
You can't complain with the performance tonight. This is excellent to see.
Yes, it is. And now we are back into the action as DiGasaldo is set to serve it here for your Golden Eagles. DiGasaldo sending it across the net. Hagerdorn passing it, set it up for Achiyu, who saves it. Now Passarelli saving it, setting it up for Lennon. Oh, a little bit of pass happiness going on. And a little bit of confusion on that point. A couple quick hits. Wasn't sure if they'd hit the limit or not. And unfortunately, the point goes to the Trinidad State Trojans on this one.
Passarelli had a pretty acrobatic dig on that play and just couldn't get it back over the net, though. So
Passarelli coming back with the crazy hit this time. Diving with the one-handed hit. Unfortunately, not able to keep it in bounds. But, hey, she gets an A for effort, right?
That's right.
I mean, diving out there with such a lead, still showing how hungry this team is to make sure they can seal this victory. Carr with the serve. Lennon with the pass. DiGasaldo with the setup for DiGasaldo. A little bit of confusion on this one. They were hitting it over. Mills trying to keep it alive for the Trojans, unable to do so. Point to your Golden Eagles. All right, now we have some subs coming in. We have Gabriel coming in for Simpson. And Whitney Cayley making her first appearance for Preston Linneman, who's about to serve it. All right, and we have Cayley with the serve, setting it over the net. Carr passing it. Hall setting it up for Hagendorn with the kill.
Ridgway again there for the block.
Yeah, Ridgway again in for the block. Unfortunately, this time I think it was on the Golden Eagle side of the net, giving the point to Trinidad State. And now Richardson serving it for the Trojans. Passing it over, going a little bit beyond the net that time. So giving the ball right back to your Golden Eagles. All right, now we got Ridgway coming up to serve for the Golden Eagles with a 17-12 lead. And we have another substitution. We have Lauren Vanderwood coming in for Elizabeth Clark there in the middle. So, you know, they exchange some size, but they replace it with even more size. It's incredible. Ridgway with the serve, passing it. DeGasaldo with the setup. Ridgway setting it up, and Gabriel just hitting it over the net this time. Hall with the setup for Achiyu, passing it back over the net. And this time, unfortunately, out of bounds. Another point for the Golden Eagles. All right, now we're back here. Ridgway getting ready to serve it again. Ridgway sending it across the net. Achiyu passing it. Hall passing it and setting up Hagendorn for the kill that time. Nice, you know, that was a really nice play. She was able to get it right in between, you know, the outstretched defender's hands. You know, like I said, we haven't seen a whole lot of incredible action from the Trojans tonight, but they've been playing competitive. They haven't given up, and they have made some plays. You know, I know this game has been consistently dominated by, I'd say for the most part, controlled by the Golden Eagles, but we have seen some fight out of the Trinidad State Trojans. And we'll just see if they, you know, come back and put up a fighting chance as the Trojans are still in control of this third match, 19-13, with the serve now. The serve now coming from Kira Brandt. All right, Brandt getting ready to serve, setting the ball across net. Mills with the pass. A little bit of confusion there. Achiyu keeping it alive, sending it across the net. Brandt with the setup for Gabriel, who kills it. Carr saving it for the Trojans. Hall setting it up for Hagendorn. Oh, with the just out the outstretched hand. Kira Brandt making a play on it. Unfortunately, just a little bit out of her reach.
Yeah, that's right. LCCC is showing a lot of good hustle right now still, even though they didn't get that point. But hopefully they can keep this lead and then hopefully get the win. Yeah,
I think you can see I think they're really focused right now. They're trying to hit the home run with this one and hit the showers early and get on to their evening activities. And you can tell, set up, Kira Brandt setting up Michaela Crywell, coming in with a kill. Like I said, Crywell, she hasn't had a whole lot of time on the court, but when she has, she's been very effective.
Yeah, I agree with that. She's definitely been doing her part out there and definitely helping her team out.
All right, now we have a couple more substitutions with Simpson entering back into the game. Set to serve it for the Laramie County Golden Eagles. As Simpson sends the ball across court to Chiyu, passing it to Hall, who sets it up for Carr, getting it playing the soft touch that time. Just a little bit of English on that one. Not going for the kill, but instead just giving it a little tap over the Golden Eagle defenders for the Trojan point.
That was a good job on Trinidad State to notice that small opening and to get that hit in.
A little nice and easy. Passarelli passing to Brandt, who sets it up for Jessica Caves, who with the kill, keeping it alive. Carr for the Trojans, passing across net. Brandt setting it up for Crywall. Going for the kill. Oh, unfortunately, just a hair out of bounds.
Yeah, that one looked like it was close from here, but who knows from this angle.
Yeah, it seems for the officials it was a little long for the love on that one. So it's back to the Trojans with Mills serving it over across court. Crywall coming back. Mills saving it for the Trojans, passing it to Chiyu, just trying to get it across now. Passarelli Passarelli hitting the ground again for an amazing dig. Unfortunately, hitting that one hand kind of ricocheted out of the control of her teammates, giving the point to the Trojans on that one. All right, and now we're back with Taryn Mills for the Trojans, serving it off, sending it across net. Simpson passing it. Brandt setting it up with Caves with the kill this time. Caves, an outside shot, hitting it right back into the middle of the court. Really, you can tell the Trojan defense looked a little surprised on that one. They caught him off guard, and it was a great spike. Great spike by Caves and a good solid point for the Laramie County Golden Eagles.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Golden Eagles to take advantage of the lackadaisical play of Trinidad State. So great job.
All right, we're 21-17 now, coming down to the wire here as Passarelli serves it to Chi with the pass. Hall setting it up for Carr. Carr with the kill. Crywall with the great save, with the great defense. Brandt setting it up. And Simpson just hitting it over. Passing it around. Hall. Carr with the save. Passarelli with another good dig. Passing it to Crywall for the kill. Let's see. She's close. Oh, the point going just a little bit too far again. The point going to the Trinidad State Trojans. Tell you what, she may be hitting a few balls too heavy, but I like the enthusiasm, like the energy, and she's not afraid to give it her all. All right, Ridgeway with the hit, sending it back out to the Golden Eagles side. Caves hitting it, going for the kill this time, unfortunately, killing it on her own side of the net. Point Trojans. All right, we're getting down here to the last leg of the match, 21-19. What do you think? It's kind of a nail biter.
Yeah, it's definitely becoming a barn burner here. LCCC hopefully can have a net violation here.
A little bit more confusion for the Golden Eagle defense, giving another point to the Trojans, who are now within 1 point, trying to stay alive and force another set. Hall with the serve, Simpson with the pass. Brandt setting it up for Caves, who goes for the kill. Wow, Jess making it inside the line. Getting the point now, 22-20 lead for the Laramie County Golden Eagles. All right, and now as they're about to serve, we see a couple more substitutions. As we see Lindsay Vanderwood coming into the game for Crywall, and Mackenzie DiGosaldo coming in to serve for Kira Brandt. Now DiGosaldo on the serve, sending it across the net. Mills trying to save it, unfortunately hitting it a little too close to the net for Hall to really do anything with it. All right, and now as we see, getting down to the wire, we're the Golden Eagles are a couple points away from closing this out. We got one with the Trinidad Community College calling a timeout. So, how do you think this ends? I mean, Trinidad's been playing really tough. They've managed to keep this game close, but 2 points away, and it's looked like a very well-controlled game by the Golden Eagles. How do you think this plays out?
Well, LCCC looks very unified. They look like they're on the same page. So, to be completely honest, I think they have this one in the bag. Trinidad State is showing a lot of fight at the end here. They don't want this to end right now, but fortunately for the LCCC, they have a 3-point lead, and hopefully they can get these last 2 points and get this match win.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting back to the action. Like we say, the Golden Eagles lead the Trojans of Trinidad State 23-20, with Mackenzie DiGosaldo getting ready to serve off for the Golden Eagles. She gets ready. She sends the ball across the net. Hagendorn passing it. Hall setting it up for Achiyu, who just barely tapping it. A strategic little tap right in between the hands of Ridgeway and Vanderwood, able to sneak that one in there for a point. And now the ball going over to Trinidad State with Carr getting ready to serve for the Trojans. Carr trying to send the ball, unfortunately sends this one right into the middle of the net. And the ball back over to the Golden Eagles for your game point. And now we see on potentially the final serve, we see Jessica Caves getting ready to serve it here for the Golden Eagles. Just briefly discussing with the coach. Hopefully this can be the game point. And she's trying to send the Eagles home on one last serve. Mills keeping it alive, serving it. Achiyu with the hit.
It was the tip on the Golden Eagles, so Trinidad gets the point there.
Okay. Yeah, Achiyu hitting it across the point. Almost looked a little far, but it touched the Golden Eagle defender before it went out of bounds, giving the point to Trinidad. Richardson serving for the Trojans, with Caves passing it, setting it up for Ridgeway. Ridgeway sending it across. Richardson passing it back. Hall trying to make a point. Ridgeway there, that kind of height, getting a tree in the wall. Unfortunately for the Golden Eagles, that was the game point. Unable to get it back on the other. It was kind of, this last play was kind of maybe the microcosm of the day for the Trojans. Working hard, but they just could not get the ball to go their way very often this afternoon.
I agree with that completely. LCCC, they had the energy from the beginning. Trinidad State, yeah, they looked like they had a little energy at the beginning, but that slowly faded away. LCCC showed them that they were the better team, and from the outcome, you can see they were the better team.
Yeah, no, I would definitely say they were the aggressor for the majority of the afternoon. So, just kind of talk about who was someone that you felt stuck out in your opinion, this afternoon for the Golden Eagles?
Well, Kylie Ridgway, of course. She was literally everywhere on the floor. She was making blocks. She was making kills. I mean, she was doing everything that you would want her to do and more.
Yeah, she was. She was, she played as expected. The hype. She lived up to the hype today, and a lot of the sophomores did. The one thing I really thought that showed out tremendously and very early on was a lot of the freshmen play. There was a lot of freshmen that stepped up when they got their time. Specifically talking about Crywell, Kira Brandt played really strong. Setting up plays, and Gabriel. I thought Sarah Gabriel, like I said, Laramie County, a local kid coming out in her first home, her first local matchup as a college athlete. I thought she came in swatting every ball and was ready to kill everything that went her way. So, just some final thoughts. Like we said, they are the Lady Golden Eagles have a little bit of a break before they go to before they play at Otero next week in La Junta on the 13th. So, they have a little bit of a break. They can kind of assess from a successful home opener, and, they should be ready to get it rock and roll. And just kind of, do you have any closing thoughts on today's game?
No, I totally agree with what you were saying. This was the perfect opportunity to get the younger players in, get them some experience, get them some exposure, and they performed pretty well for the most part. I mean, they definitely they definitely didn't hinder the performance of the team at all. They definitely helped it, if anything. So that was a excellent showing by the Golden Eagles, and I look forward to seeing more of this as the season progresses.
Yep, it was a good home opener. Again, the Golden Eagles taking the victory. Oh, he's gonna come over. Okay. All right. So before we end this here, we're gonna have the head coach. He's gonna come over and just kind of discuss and just kind of give his feeling of how the game went. So again, just to briefly state, the Lady Eagles were able to get a 3-0. We're able to get a 3-0 set win today over the Trinidad State Trojans out of Trinidad, Colorado. Said mostly heavily controlled by the Trojans. They did not have issue whether it was offensively, whether it was defensively. And here in a minute, we're about to have Coach Albers come over here and just kind of discuss and get his reaction to how the afternoon went. So he will be joining us shortly. Until then, we're going to take a quick break. Again, this is Mitchell Bean and Daniel Lucero. We're covering you live here at Laramie County Community College at the All-Purpose Gymnasium, just after your Golden Eagles win their home opening match to start the 2016 season. We'll be right back. All right. So here we're back here with Coach Albers. Coach, can you just kind of just to start out, can you kind of just explain, what you think today? How'd it go?
There were some good moments, definitely some flashes of brilliance. Overall, I thought we played down to their level a little bit, slowed things down. So this week in practice, we're definitely going to go to work on trying to keep tempo on our side. But overall, it was a great match. We were able to get everybody on the floor, which will be great to be able to get some of our kids that normally don't get some game film, so we can break some things down and get better through all 15 positions instead of just our normal starting 8 or 9.
Yeah, one of the things I really thought, like you mentioned, there may have been a little bit of confusion on places to be, but I thought defensively, especially the bigs in the middle, the girls, especially Ridgeway, she was able to, I felt she dominated, controlled the game, and a large part of it was also on the defensive side. Is that, is the defense one of the big things you guys have been working on?
Yeah, blocking's probably our biggest thing that we stress and work on. So that was great to see us, step up, and especially Kylie. I thought she rose to the occasion and proved that she was the best athlete on the floor today. So it was great to see her playing big above the net, offensively and defensively. But anytime that you can, make those defensive stops at the net, it helps take the other team out of their game. So that's something that we definitely stress. And I thought we did a pretty good job of it tonight. There's some little things here and there that we'll go to work on. But overall, it was a great night blocking for us. We just got to be a little bit sharper offensively.
Okay. And, and just real quick, some of the freshmen, I thought another big thing I took away is I thought a lot of the freshmen that came in, Sarah Gabriel, Crywall, they came in, especially outside hitters, they came in smacking it. This is their first, college game here at, here in their home game. Just kind of talk about what you thought of the performance of a lot of your freshmen.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a fantastic group. We've got a ton of depth on our bench. So whenever we're able to mix it up and put them in there and get them swings and opportunities, it's great to see them go out and be aggressive and not shy off or be timid. So that tells me that they've got a lot of confidence. It tells me that they feel that we've got confidence in them, which of course we do. And so it's great to see them step up, and that's what we want to see and challenge them to do. And when they get thrown into the mix, is to go out there and what we tell them is once you get an opportunity to be on the floor, make it impossible for us to take you off. And I thought they did a great job of that tonight.
Yeah, and you have a little bit of a break. Your next game is, Terrell College next week. What's one of the big things you really want the girls to work on going in, as you prepare for your next game?
Our biggest thing is just going to be playing against ourselves and trying not to worry so much about our opponent. Like I said, I thought we played slow a little bit tempo-wise tonight, and so I'd like to see us step up and really compete against ourselves to try to get better and just play more consistently at a high level. The other thing that we're really going to focus on this week is just mental and physical rest. We're going to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. First days off since we reported on August 6th. So it's going to be an opportunity for them to just rest and recover. We pulled one of our starting outsides early just to let her get a little bit of rest. She has some things that have kind of been bugging her. So the biggest thing for us is just to kind of recuperate and get mentally prepared for the long stretch of the rest of the season. Yeah,
well, I'm sure it makes that a lot easier, especially when able to get out, to a to win 2 sets in a row, get out to some big leads, and then you can kind of fluctuate and mess with some of the girls' minutes. Yep. So, Coach, I just want to congratulate you. This was a great home opening win. You guys are on a great 8-3 record. You're going into the kicking off the 2016 season, and we expect much more success going forward. Thanks a bunch for your time, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
All right.